In this quite frankly insane video, I'm going to show you how I'm using GMGN.AI on a daily basis to make over $500 copy trading, finding whales, finding insider info, and managing our risks that we're avoiding these rug pulls. I mean, just look at this coin launched less than about 10 minutes ago, and you can see the rug probability up here 100%. These are the kind of coins you need to be avoiding if you actually want to make money, especially given the fact that Solana has been absolutely nuked over the last couple of weeks from $300 down to $125. But you guys know you should be brushing up on your knowledge and learning how to capitalize on these meme coins for when Solana does bounce back. I think we can all agree there might be some FUD right now, but this is going to go straight back to all-time high, and meme coins are no doubt going to have a rise again. So we're going to be ready for that. Just to show you guys, I know what I'm talking about. I mean, just look at my P&L here, for example. So you can see that I'm keeping my losses small, $400, $200, $400, $700, but I had a 7K win, a 1.5K win, a 2.2K win, $66 loss, as I'm finding these wallets that have insider info but are essentially whales or potentially influencers, part of the cabal, who knows. But my focus is I can either one-click copy trade them on GMGN, or I can copy trade with a little bit of initiative and actually execute the trades myself so that it's not all automated. Two different approaches there, and you're going to find out in today's video. Come over into my Discord server. I share all of my futures trades here alongside my meme coin calls, so you guys are welcome to join. It is a free community. Tap the link in my bio. So guys, once you land on GMGN's website, so firstly, you need to create your account, and I highly recommend you click the link in the description and use my referral link to sign up, because you're going to get added into a giveaway where you can see a total prize pool of 10 SOL is going to be given to 100 people divided up by 0.1 SOL. So if you guys are watching this, you might not have any Solana to actually trade these meme coins with. This is a great opportunity to be entered into a raffle. Now, there might only be, say, 100 people that actually sign up with my link. So in which case, all of you pretty much would get 0.1 SOL. So I highly recommend you take advantage of this offer. So now that you guys are all good to go, ready to start trading, I want to share with you two pitfalls and mistakes that people make typically when they start getting into meme coin trading. One of the things they're probably going to do is come over to copy trade. And this is going to be a big part of today's video, because you can make a lot of money using the copy trade feature in two different ways. But first, let me explain the two mistakes that I constantly see people make. Usually, this ends their meme coin career. There's a hell of a lot of people that are salty and say meme coins don't work. I'm going to help you guys to not be a part of that group and actually make some money here. The first mistake that I see people make when they want to get into copy trading is they start focusing on these numbers way too much. I mean, just look, 6,000% in the last week, 5,000%, up $70,000. This might seem like the ideal wallet to copy trade. Why not? But if we look further into these wallets, I'm going to share with you guys why these are probably not good bets and how to find wallets that are good bets. So I've just clicked onto a random wallet here. So let's have a look. The first thing you want to do is go into the activity. It's very important that we take a quick look through their recent trades and figure out what category this wallet falls into, okay? So if I scroll down, you can see here his first token of the account, Fresh Wallet, completely new. He decided to buy Woke Topus. So immediately I'm thinking, why is it a fresh new wallet? Why has he not got any previous trading history? And if I click onto here, you can see when he decided to sell, that was pretty much a rug pull. So I would then identify this as the developer. It's malicious. We should therefore not be looking to copy trade this wallet. So we're going to quickly disregard this. And another function that you guys might find very useful here, you can see where it says didn't buy. This basically means this wallet was either sent tokens from another wallet, likely a developer just spreading out the tokens maliciously, going to be dumping it across different wallets, or it's actually the developer. He actually launched this coin himself. In both cases, we want to steer very clear, because we are going to be left in the dust and used as exit liquidity. Start scrolling down on the list of these good wallets that seem like good copy trading opportunities. Here is another one here, 100% win rate, 3,400% gain in the last week. As we scroll down, we see, again, it's just one coin on a Fresh Wallet. But this time, it doesn't say didn't buy, it says buy and sell within 10 seconds. This is also a completely big red flag. This either means that it's the developer that had a script that basically launched the coin, it saw some liquidity and instantly sold, or it could also be the fact that it is a bot. In both cases, we want to avoid this because if it's a bot, typically they're looking to dump on copy traders. So make sure you guys steer clear of didn't buy and buy and sell within 10 seconds. Both of these metrics are very important to avoid looking to copy trade if we see this on wallets. This is super important, you guys pay attention here. I'm setting you up for success. Once you understand the pitfalls, you know what to avoid, then you can start focusing on the strategies that actually work. I'm going to get into that in the later stages of this video, so make sure you guys don't switch off here. It's very important that you guys avoid these high frequency wallets that are trading such low market cap coins. For example, $30,000, and he's already sold. There is no margin for us to actually make profit here, because if we go over onto the insecurity coin, for example, okay, because it's such a low market cap, you guys can see here $30,000. Let's say that he buys at 61K just before this huge pump here. Just his buy alone might move the price up, say 30%, 50%. Who knows? It could even be a 2x or 3x just because he decided to put $1,000 in which case price pumps, your copy trade entry finally gets filled at your expense, at his profit, because now he's already 50% up in profit and you're essentially now just entering. He can decide to sell and use you as exit liquidity. So he now sells with the same amount, taking out his profit, and then you're left with pretty much zero. This is the most common way that people get pretty much screwed over in copy trading. It's a common theme now, unfortunately, inside crypto at the moment, especially influencers, which is very bad. And I hope this changes soon. But regardless of the fact, influencers are using this copy trading function to dump immediately on their followers, and people like you who are trying to use the copy trade function just to make some money. It's sad, but that's how it goes, guys. So we need to avoid low market cap coins like under $100,000, under 150K. Avoid them like the plague. They can be fun to trade, but just not copy trading someone, because that can go really badly. So now the question arises, how do we actually find some good wallets to copy trade here? So there's two strategies in this video for finding wallets that are good to copy trade. The first one is using Dex Screener, the popular platform. You guys probably already use it. So we're going to be using two strategies to actually find these wallets to copy trade. Now, the first one, we're going to use Dex Screener, very popular platform. You guys probably already use it already to monitor and find new meme coins to trade. So you guys want to head over to gainers and losers on the left-hand side. You guys want to make sure you're on the Solana chain, which is the best for meme coins at the moment. 100K in liquidity, reasonably, that would be the minimum. 2 million up to 10 million market cap. We could actually make that perhaps 1 million. Give a bit more leeway considering the market is down at the moment. And then you just want to press on apply. We can see a bunch of coins here that have been doing well recently. These are all reasonable market caps, 1.9 million, 2.1, 8.6, and they've been pumping pretty good. As you can see in the last 24 hours, you can see, for example, Drip on Sol is up 93%. So let's check out Drip and see what's going on. So the chart looks pretty healthy. As you can see, a large explosion in the last 48 hours in particular. So what we want to do now is come down onto the top traders section. So immediately we want to disqualify wallets where we can't see what they bought, because this is likely that they either got transferred some tokens or something malicious happened there where we can't see their buy. Perhaps also they had some really insider alpha. They bought on pump.fun, and then you also can't see their buy as well, which could mean we could copy trade them. But as a general rule of thumb, I personally have never seen it where their buy is hidden and it results in a good wallet that's copy tradable. So we're going to move on from here and say, for example, there's a wallet here that bought $1,000 and sold 14K. So we can now go check that out. So coming on to Sol Scan here for that wallet, let's have a look what tokens he actually owns. So pretty much nothing. Seems like an empty wallet now. I can only assume that he's completely sold his tokens. Now, I would prefer to see that he has either some USDT here, which you can see he has absolutely none, or some USDC or some Solana ready to take some more trades. This would give me confidence that whoever is running this wallet plans to be placing new trades pretty soon and obviously giving us an opportunity to make money. I've seen personally from the wallets that tend to actually give good results, they usually have some Solana or USDT sat there for their opportunities that they're waiting for. In this case, we don't see that. You can see immediately some really dodgy behavior going on, just transferring very small amounts of Trump token to various different wallets. So immediately I'm not interested. Coming back over onto Drip on Sol, we can then have a look at some other wallets. So let's take this one, for example, a little bit more reasonable. They decided to buy with $6,000. So clearly they had some confidence in this coin. I wonder why they had that level of confidence. That's a lot of money to put into a risky Solana meme coin, but nevertheless, they are up and they're still holding what seems to be most of their bag. So let's have a look onto SolScan and have a look at this wallet here. So they're currently holding $16,000 of that token with $36,000 total. And they are holding some USDC, which is a good sign. That means that they either maybe want to buy more drip, perhaps they've taken some profit here. They're also in some other positions here. So Incinerator, Chadet. It's nice to see that they are actively trading other coins and also have some capital there to buy some more. So if we go onto their transfers here, sometimes you can just see it's pretty much hard to read, just a lot of fees, random small little transactions. So I would say there's no red flags here in particular yet. So what we would do now, providing this could be a good wallet to copy trade, we're going to take the wallet address and we're going to head back over to GMGN. And now all you guys want to do is just paste the actual wallet address of that guy we were just checking out on SolScan over to GMGN. And you can see in the last 7 days, his P&L is slightly in the red, down $9,000, which is only 10% for him. So it might seem like a lot. 40% win rate is actually, quite reasonable. That's actually a good sign. He's not winning every trade, but when he does, seems to go well. You can see if I click 30 days P&L here, he's actually in profit. So what we can do is have a scroll down on his activity and just have a look at what he's doing. So you can see that he's been realizing some profit on Drip, which might also be why there's more USDC, but he did take a loss on BBL. You can see that he did take a loss on BBL. He also took a loss on Felipe. So this, it might not be the best wallet to copy trade, although he has hit big on Drip, took a loss on Orbi, quite a big loss on Rise. He is definitely seeing some profitable trades here and there, especially on Drip and Chadet, but it does worry me that potentially he doesn't have an identified edge in the market here. But you can see there was a lot of good profit made on Drip. It just seems like every other coin that he's trading isn't really going that well. So maybe he just got lucky on Drip, and going off the fact that his 7-day P&L is in the red, I don't know if this is a good wallet to copy trade. Let's have a look for something else. So we're back over onto Dex Screener and we're having a flick through again the top traders. We've already identified there's a few wallets here we're not so interested in. Definitely not interested in this one where we can't see their buy. The last two wallets we checked out don't really give us much info or much hope. So let's just keep looking. Sometimes it's a process of elimination. So who's the number one trader here? You can see bought 26K. Again, why do they have such high conviction? Sometimes this can be a very good wallet to copy trade if they're buying with large amounts because they're obviously, got a lot of confidence in their conviction here. So they're still holding most of their coin on Drip, most of their balance. I'm going to take the address again, head back over to GMGN, and we'll do the exact same thing again. And we're just going to paste the actual wallet address. And there we go. So this one immediately looks a lot better. Despite the low win rate, they're clearly making some very good money. And you guys do not have to have a very good win rate to make money in meme coins, although it is useful. Sometimes you can see wallets just have like a really low win rate, but they make a lot of money. And these are the wallets we're obviously interested in. We don't care so much about their win rate. We're just mostly focusing on the P&L. So let's have a look through their recent trades. Now, immediately, I can see there's quite a high frequency of trades here, which could be a red flag. So let's have a look at some of the trades he's actually taking here. So LLAM, immediately, it's a low market cap coin, 17K. So if we were to copy trade this guy right now, you can see he's taken 2 buy positions here on a 17K meme coin. If I'm putting in $1,000, $2,000, I'm going to get screwed here because he's likely going to then see the prices just jumped X amount. He's up X amount. He's made some good money. Why not sell at my expense? So I am not interested in this coin, in this wallet, purely because he's trading a relatively high frequency with these low market cap coins. This is a red flag. So here is another wallet. Full transparency, this is either the 5th or 6th wallet that I found from that drip coin. So now we can see finally a pretty good P&L here in the last 7 days. In the last 30 days, also still in very good profit, up $28,000 from a balance of 36 SOL. So let's have a look again through his recent activity. Now this is a little bit better. Not high frequency. You can see he's placing a few trades every day. He might have a few days off here and there. And you see a 2-week period where he did not trade. This is good. This means this is probably a normal person that's waiting for opportunities in the market. And we want to try and find these relatively normal people that might either have an edge, some sort of insider info, they might just be a good trader, who knows what the deal is here. But as long as they're good and authentic and they're not trying to use this as exit liquidity or something malicious, we are definitely interested here. So let's have a scroll down. You can see he lost $100 on meme, $90, $209 on link, but then made $2,500 on drip. He made $300 on Solana, which is quite funny. I guess that's a ripoff of Solana. $75 here, $2,000 to $1,000, $6,000, $1,000. Similar to myself, he understands risk management here. Small losses relative to his wins. So I would have a lot of confidence in copy trading this guy based on what I'm seeing. Taking his opportunities without overdoing it. He's not overtrading. There's not too high frequency. But let's have a look at some of the actual market caps of these coins as well. So we'll just double check that. So Grift is 18 million. Perfect example here. Another one, let's have a scroll down. So who's trading Hood, which is a 6 million market cap. So these are all perfect signs. And not only this, we can actually trade with more Solana. So I don't know if you guys typically, most meme coin traders are starting with 0.1 SOL or 1 SOL. And I've done that many times and turned it into 100, 300, 400, 500 plus SOL from 1 SOL. So more power to you guys just starting. But if you are trading with more capital, I have friends that are trying to get into meme coins just now. So now that we found a good wallet to copy trade, and you guys are welcome to find this guy as well, you can just tap on copy trade right here and you can instantly set up the parameters for the trade. So the first function here, max buy amount, and that's quite simple. If he goes and buys 1 SOL, but you only want to buy 0.1 SOL, you can put that 0.1 SOL. But then if he was to go and buy 0.0001 SOL, you would actually only copy his 0.0001 SOL. This is just identifying the max you want to buy with. And the fixed buy is also very useful because if you say have a strategy and you want to buy the same amount every single time, you can just use fixed buy. So this is what I would recommend most of you use is a fixed buy. So for example, if you have 10 Solana, use about 10% of that for a fixed buy every single time, or maybe 5% as well. And just be making sure that you're monitoring with alerts set on GMGN so that you know when new trades are being taken. And then fixed ratio here as well, you don't really have to worry about that, but you could just put say 200%. If they buy 1 SOL, you buy 2. Not really a too useful function, so don't have to worry about that too much, guys. But you can use auto sells. You can also use not sells if you personally want to be the one that decides to sell and when, as opposed to him selling. That can be useful because if you're copy trading someone and you're scared of being used as exit liquidity, if you put not sells, you're not going to automatically sell when he does, which could be a double-edged sword. It depends on what you're working with here. So if he wants to use you as exit liquidity and you put not sell and price goes down, that's not good for you. But if he sells and price goes up, you're still in, okay? It's a double-edged sword, but make sure you guys, regardless of whichever function you're using here, whether it be fixed buy, whether it's not sell, you also always need a customized TP and stop loss. Please, guys, always use this, especially because copy trading, you could be asleep at night and you enter into say 2 or 3 trades that you don't know about. They could go into profit, but then you wake up and it's back to 0. It could have been rug pulled before you even open your eyes. But if you had a TP percentage set up, say 300%, 200%, you would actually wake up to profit. Even if the price went to 0 afterwards, you would be fine and you would have locked in a stop loss and take profit. So stop loss is very important, guys. I would keep this about maybe 60% roughly, just to give yourself some wiggle room. But bearing in mind, a lot of these coins are going to rug pull, and you guys don't want to be actually holding to zero. It's much better to just sell at maybe 50% loss, just accept that loss. Now remember guys, you're meant to be trading with just a fraction of your Solana. So if you have 10 Sol, you enter with 1 Sol and you have a stop loss of 50%, you're just risking 0.5 Sol. And you can also use trailing stop losses as well. And that's pretty simple. Like if I just load up a random chart here that's doing well, and I'll show you guys an example of a trailing stop loss. But here I'm going to explain the trailing stop loss. Okay. So let's say, for example, now we're clearly in profit. We bought at 45K. The current price is 145K. We can then put our stop loss to entry, and we can then go back to our actual trade. We can make our trailing stop loss to around 30%. And that means that every time the price moves up here, our stop loss is going to move with it 30%. Obviously, because we're in profit here, we can't lose now on this trade. So let's say price continues to run. If I just grab the brush tool here. So let's say from the current price, we managed to get up to about here. Our stop loss would still only be 30%. So you can see now, if price decided to pump, we get above this level, but we don't quite hit our take profit. If we've got a trailing stop loss that is moving up with the price, once it comes back down to around here at 30%, we are now out of the trade. That's a very bad squiggle, so I apologize for that, guys. But the trailing stop loss function is very useful for meme coins, as you can imagine, with such volatility in the market. So next up, the next strategy. Now this is super simple as well, very easy to follow, and it's made me a lot of money. But this time we're going to copy trade, but not automatically. It's more of a manual thing. And this means that we can be more in charge. So, things aren't going to happen without us double checking it, without us approving it. Whereas before, no matter what, we just enter. We don't even know about it. We'd come to our desk and see, wow, we've just copy traded X, Y, and Z. This strategy is different. So what I want you guys to do is make sure you go to Whale Watch over on X. I'm not affiliated with these guys, but this is genuine alpha. You want to make sure that their notifications are on for your X Twitter profile so that you can see them in real time. Asset Dash, for those of you that don't know, and Whale Watch, they're essentially the same thing, but Asset Dash has its own platform where you can see these whale alerts, literally just like this. It's an app on your phone. Again, not affiliated with these guys, but it makes me trading on GMGN a hell of a lot easier. I have this Asset Dash on my iPhone and I use the actual notifications on X. So I'm going to find a prime example of one that I would look to trade. It's taking me some time to find a coin under a 1 million market cap that's in this section here. That might be because of the fact that Bitcoin's selling off, Solana is going off as well. So people are a bit scared and we're not seeing these new launches. Things aren't migrating from pump fun at the same extent as they were, say, a few months ago. But that'll change. 2 weeks from now, everything's probably going to be back to normal. The FUD about Solana is probably going to be over. And then we'll be back using this strategy. So yes, there might not be an awful lot here that we can trade, but trust me, when Solana starts to go up here, you will see a ton of opportunities come into the Whale Watch alerts. It'll be a non-stop stream of just like pump fund coins that have just migrated, 100K market cap, a whale buys, and then loads of other people follow. And typically they're looking for, say, like a 5x or a 10x, and we can just sell it at 2x and use them as exit liquidity. And I often do that. Or heck, I might even just take a 50% profit trade, whilst I know all these other copy traders and the whale himself is probably looking for more like a 2, 3, 4, 5x gain. I'm happy to basically, use them as exit liquidity and not take such a big position or look for such a big gain. You can see there was a low market cap, 6K. That's too low. So if you see one below about 15 to 20K market cap, that's completely avoidable because that means he's essentially the developer. If he buys 1K of a 6K coin, he at that point is essentially the developer. You want to avoid that like the plague. Yes, I said a low market cap, but not that low. Okay, so we see an example here, TRIT. It was first added onto the notifications here from Whale Alert, about 1.4 million. So let's go and have a look, just make sure it wasn't mentioned earlier. Oh, it was 700K market cap. Was it mentioned even earlier than that, or was that the first time? Okay, so it looks like this TRIT coin was mentioned first at 700K market cap. As you can see, then shortly afterwards, it was re-mentioned again at 2 million. So already up at 2x. Just on that alone, you guys can see that there is profitable coins here and money to be made on this strategy. But let's go and check it out anyway. You can see also another little tip. If it has the fire icon, that usually means that this is the real coin. And you can see there's some fake example here that are trying to basically take your money and scam you. So be careful. Whenever there's a coin that's come out of nowhere and starts trending, you'll often see a bunch of fakes like this trying to imitate it. So if you see this fire icon, that's GMGN has identified, the platform itself has identified that this is likely going to be the main coin and not the scam version, but also always double check. And we can see that TRIT is still above a 2 million market cap. Okay, so if we bought the original price call, the notification alert for TRIT, and there you go, 13 hours ago, TRIT was mentioned at a 700k market cap. Okay, and you guys had plenty of chance here to enter, and you would still be in a 2x profit. And you guys can see here just an example of how powerful following this smart money and these whales can actually be. And we know that this is essentially now a coin where there's a lot of whale activity and there's people that are insiders and have alpha. So this will be another great coin that we found on the whale alert notifications to go back over to Dex Screener and just check out those top traders. Is there someone that, isn't high frequency, isn't trading low market cap coins, has some Solana or USDT in their wallet looking to take new trades and seems to be like relatively normal, seems to be a human, isn't a bot, and they're executing some relatively good risk management, then you could ideally copy trade them. So we're not only using the actual alerts here to enter with the whales, we could potentially use them as exit liquidity because we could sell now, okay? Or we can have a look through the top traders of this coin and see, how are people getting into this so early? Because, if there's not many coins going up in a market like right now with Solana struggling, the ones that do go up in a market like this, typically those wallets, you guys want to study those. So that's a wrap for this video, guys. I hope you found this video useful. I genuinely have tried to give you a no BS approach to this video. I know copy trading has burned a lot of people because unfortunately, influencers are going to use you as exit liquidity. So you guys need to stay savvy, stay smart, and only trade with what you can afford to lose. But meme coins do work and they do make a lot of money. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. My name's been CryptoSmith. Peace out.